So finally, the last 5 on 25 wrong mindsets Christians have about sex. Now, this is not only for Christians, even if you're not a Christian. I'm sure these things are going to help you. All right, this is the last 5 sets of the 25 wrong mindsets. 21 is that sex is just a physical act. No, it's not. Sex is largely psychological. In fact, your biggest sexual organ is your mind. Your biggest sexual organ is your mind. Sex is not a physical thing, is a psychological thing. So this is why your mental state and the connection you share with the person is even more important than the size of the person's body and all those other things that we try to focus on. Sex is not just physical. It's emotional and spiritual and mental. So those things are also important, all right? So marital sex is generally more enjoyable than sex outside marriage, unlike what people think, all right? So it's a wrong mindset to think that marriage is just physical, sex is just physical. No. Your biggest sexual organ is your mind. Your biggest sexual organ is your mind. That takes me to the next point. Number 22 is not yet cheating if there is no sexual penetration. It's not yet cheating if there's no sexual penetration. No, sexual sin has nothing to do with penetration. Or let me say it this way, it doesn't start with penetration. When God talks about holiness, it first starts from your mind. So as Christians, we don't really talk about celibacy. That's not what we do. We talk about purity. Celibacy and purity are different. Some people talking about celibacy are very impure in their thoughts. They're very impure in their words. They've already committed a lot of atrocities. They've not just penetrated. No, for us as Christians, we talk about sexual purity. And that starts from the mind. Jesus Christ said, whoever looks after a woman to lust after her has already committed the act in her already. So God is talking about you keeping your mind clean. How much more your body? All right, so sexual purity for us doesn't start from the body, it starts from the mind. Being wholesome, being clean, all right? Even what you look at, you censor what you are consuming. Even the movies, the music, the things you are consuming, you censor it. Because sexual purity is not the same as celibacy. Sexual purity is that you're keeping yourself pure before the Lord, all right? So if a married person it's not until you go and commit the physical act for your cheating. No, if you're already having chats or already talking to someone in a sexual context the way you shouldn't be, you're already in cheating. If you're already having to delete chats, you're already in cheating. That's already infidelity. It's not until you physically commit the act, okay? Very important, because God knows that you never physically commit the act. You must first commit the mental and the verbal before you get to the physical, all right? So God nips it from the bud, all right? So that's why Job said, I've made a covenant with my eyes. Why should I look unto a woman? Yeah, purity starts from even what you look at, what you consume, all right? Number 23, this one is very common. You need to find someone you are sexually compatible with. Sexual compatibility. Singles ask me this one all the time in the conferences. That pastor, if you say we should not have premarital sex, how will I know that I'm sexually compatible with the person I'm dating or the person I want to marry? There is no such thing as sexual compatibility. There's only sexual commitment. There's nothing like sexual compatibility. There's only sexual commitment. Very important. When people say sexual compatibility, they are waiting for somebody that will both have rocket, explosive sex, will both be at the same level, enjoy everything. That doesn't happen. That's a myth. That's an idea. You see, even if it happens when you guys are dating, when life happens to you, in marriage, it's not going to happen. What are the chances that both of you are going to have the same sexual pleasure, the same sexual urge, the same sexual desire at the same time? When life happens, you guys have a job, you have rent, you have kids, you have things you're doing. It's not likely that both of you will want sex the same day, the same time, the same way. So one person wants at night, another person wants in the morning. One person wants in the afternoon, another person wants to next week. What both of you need is sexual commitment, a commitment to each other, not sexual compatibility. Nobody's going to be compatible all the time. What you need is sexual commitment. This means no matter how I feel, I understand it's my duty and I bring in the game. I still give it my best shot today, even though I'm not in the mood at all. I have work I'm thinking about, but I understand my partner needs me today, so I bring it on. It's sexual commitment you need, not sexual compatibility. Nothing like sexual compatibility. You won't always want sex the same way, the same time. Both of you, what are the chances that both of you want the same sex? No, it's not going to happen. But sexual commitment makes it happen, whether or not I feel like. And for those that are single saying, I'm looking for who will be sexually compatible. So how many people are you going to sample before you know who you're compatible with? So you sample Jane. You say, 30% compatibility. So you sample Jennifer, 38%. So you sample Ruth, 50%. So you sample all the girls first. And even if you think they're compatible to you, how do you know you'll be compatible to them? They too, they are sampling you. So far, you know, the whole of you have slept with all of you. It makes no sense. Let's not talk about the unwanted pregnancies that will come out of this sampling. and the STDs. It makes no sense. It's not God's way. It doesn't even make psychological sense or scientific sense. The real thing that happens to people, what you need is sexual commitment, not sexual compatibility. So for saying we're going to be committed to pleasuring each other. That's what, so when people start on sexual compatibility, when they get in and find out it's not, even making time to have sex when you're married is work. You have to plan it that Tuesday night, I'm around. Because your life is happening, you have appointment, you have work. If you don't plan sex, you will never have sex as a married couple because you're both busy. So it's commitment that makes it work. You bring in the A game, you plan it, and you give it your best shot. That's what happens, not compatibility. And even if you start with compatibility, you're not going to be compatible next week. What if you're tired? It's commitment, sexual commitment over sexual compatibility. All right? Number 24. If you're a virgin, you will automatically have a great marriage. If you're a virgin, you automatically have a great marriage. Some people think if I'm a virgin, I'm going to have a great marriage. Just think, oh, I've kept myself. God owes me. God will settle me. I've kept myself. Listen, first of all, you are keeping yourself for your own sanity. You are honoring God, but you are also doing it for your own. All instructions of God are for you, not for Him. He's not gaining anything by you living in obedience. You are saving yourself all the stress that you would have faced sleeping around. All right? So that's one. Number two, and just because you're a virgin doesn't mean automatically they will bring one handsome, godly man on a tray for you and say, Dorime. And bring Dorime for you. No. You will still need to learn about marriage like every other person. Do you understand? You still need to learn about what qualities to choose in a man, how to know a good man, and how to even live with that good man when you marry him. You still need to learn it. It's not going to happen automatically just because, you are a virgin. It's not just going to happen just because you're a virgin. You need to learn. All right, you need to learn these qualities: who to marry, how to recognize a good man, how to even live with a good man. What are the requirements of a wife other than, just being a virgin? And this also applies to men, of course. You can't say I'm a virgin, so God will give me a good woman. It doesn't work like that. You need to learn all the other things associated with it, all right? So it's not automatic that you have a good marriage because you're a virgin. It's not automatic. You need to learn. I've seen many virgins marry wrong because they had this mindset that, whoever I marry, God will just bless me. No, you have to learn like all of us. All right, and get it right, okay? So number 25, last point of the 25 wrong mindsets is that sex is everything. That's number 25. There's some people that walk about thinking sex is the only thing in marriage. Hey, once I marry like this, all the books you're reading is on sex, all the videos are watching on sex. They say, once I marry, hey, once they blow. See, calm down. It's not only sex we're having as married couples. There are a lot of other things that we need to deal with every day-to-day life. There are couples that even have sex in a year, in 5 months. Now, that's wrong. We'll do videos on the healthy time to have sex, but I'm just trying to say that there are couples that don't have time. It's not just happening. It's not all sparks and explosion and bomb and fire, as you think, No. Sometimes it's just dutiful sex. Sometimes it just seems routine and boring sex. All right? It's not all happening like that. So sex is not everything. There are a whole lot of other things going on. We're paying bills. We're raising kids. We are making decisions. We are working. We are doing all that. We're still serving God. All right, so there's a lot of other things about your life, not just sex. Don't get so consumed with sex. Especially now as a single person moving to marriage. Some people are so consumed. You're not reading anything. You're not thinking of anything. Just sex. All you look at when you see human beings, their physical body, their bum, their bust, their everything, their shape. That's all you see. You don't even look at their mind, their spirits. You don't see anything else. You don't see their spiritual life. Look, they found out that the more spiritual somebody is, the more potential of the marriage lasting. Not their looks. Their looks, though the Bible says beauty, charm is deceitful, beauty is vain. This is what happens to you when you are too superficial and you focus only on the outward. They say those things fade and they are vain. But the inward man, a woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised. So don't make the mistake of just marrying somebody's bust size and bum size and shape and chest. There's more to a person. There's more to life than sex. There's more to a person than their body. All right? So there are more important things to focus on in life, not just sex. So don't be so consumed with sex. All right. Hope this has blessed you. 25 wrong mindsets Christians have about sex. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. And please share these videos. Like, subscribe, write a comment. Let somebody be blessed with this page. All right. And don't forget to follow our other pages and get all our materials, ldnopk.org and wholesomesexualityalso.org. See you later. God bless you.